Hello, good morning students. In this class we discuss about the concept of rotating magnetic field in a three-phase induction motor. So to create a rotating magnetic field, first of all we require a three-phase winding which are displaced by 120 degree in space. So we require a three-phase winding. So three-phase winding displaced by 120 degree in space from each other. It means we require a three-phase winding, and windings are displaced by 120 degree from each other in a space. So here so there are three windings. One is for R phase, second is for Y phase, and third winding is for B phase. And these windings are displaced by 120 degree. Means winding of R phase is displaced by 120 degree from B phase, Y phase, and then from B phase. So here we use three-phase winding which are displaced from 120 degree by each other. Now to create a rotating magnetic field, concept is there should be a three-phase winding which are displaced by 120 degree in space from each other. Second is a three-phase supply. When a three-phase supply is given to the winding, three-phase winding displaced by 120 degree in space from each other. A rotating magnetic field is developed. A rotating magnetic field is produced. A rotating magnetic field is produced in the air gap. And speed of this rotating magnetic field is equal to the supply frequency. So we can say that the speed of this rotating magnetic field is equal to synchronous speed. So now next we discuss the first concept is to create a rotating magnetic field we require a three-phase winding, one of each phase, and these windings are displaced by 120 degree in space from each other. Second concept is when a three-phase supply is given to the winding displaced by 120 degree, then a rotating magnetic field is produced. So when we connect these three windings from three-phase supply, then a rotating magnetic field is produced. So now we discuss about the creation of rotating magnetic field. So second is production of rotating magnetic field. Let a three-phase supply is given to the winding. Three-phase supply we provide a three-phase supply to the stator winding of three-phase induction motor. Students, understand that here we are discussing about three-phase induction motor. So we say about the stator winding of induction motor. Now the waveform for three-phase supply is, suppose this is R phase. Now second phase is Y phase. Second is Y phase. Now Y phase is minus 120 degree. So from here, this is the waveform for voltage of Y phase. Similarly, for B phase, we can draw a waveform for B phase. B phase is minus 40 degree. Minus 40 means this is the waveform for B phase. So in this way, R phase, second is Y phase, and third is B phase. So this is the waveform, voltage wave for R, Y, and B phase in three-phase supply. So when first we discuss about R phase, let current I is equal to Im sin omega t, IR is equal to Iy is equal to Im sin omega t minus 120 degree, and Ib is equal to Im sin omega t minus 240 degree. So there is phase displacement of 120 degree between two phases. So one phase is at omega t, second is minus 120 degree lagging, and third phase is minus 240 degree lagging. It means when we connect initially, when three-phase winding is connected with three-phase supply, then first the magnetic field is developed in R phase, after that in Y phase, and then B phase. So the magnetic field is developed first in R phase, then in Y phase, and after B phase. So this sequence of magnetic field in winding is RYB. RYB. So magnetic field from R, Y, and B. Now the speed of this magnetic field is equal to synchronous speed. So this magnetic field seen in air gap as a rotating magnetic field. Or in other words, we can say that rotating magnetic field means that the poles on the stator are not stationary. Rotating magnetic field means poles are rotating magnetic field. Rotating magnetic field means poles on the stator. Poles on the stator of three-phase induction motor motors are not stationary. They are rotating at synchronous speed. So magnetic field is known as rotating magnetic field. So in this winding, poles are rotating. First is R pole in R phase, second is pole in Y phase, and third pole is in B phase. So poles of these windings are rotating at synchronous speed. So these poles are known as rotating poles, and magnetic field is known as rotating magnetic field. this is the concept of rotating magnetic field in three-phase induction motor. Let me discuss again. In three-phase winding, there is three-phase winding of R, Y, and B phase. Now, this three-phase winding is connected with three-phase supply. So, when a three-phase winding is given with connected with three-phase supply, then poles are generated. Then poles are generated in the respective windings according to the supply. So, in case of supply, in three-phase supply, first positive cycle is for R phase, second for Y phase, and third is for B phase. So first of all, positive cycle is for R phase, then for Y phase, then for B phase. Then poles will be first for R phase, second pole for Y phase, and third pole for B phase. So in this way, these poles are rotating continuously. So this, and the magnetic field associated with these poles is known as rotating magnetic field. Now the magnitude of this rotating magnetic field is given by let phi r is equal to phi m sin omega t, phi y is equal to phi m sin omega t minus 120 degree, and phi b is equal to phi m sin omega t minus 240 degree. These are the three poles, one for R phase, second for Y phase, and third for B phase. And flux associated with poles phi R, phi Y, and phi B. Now we take a event at t is equal to omega t is equal to 0. At omega t is equal to 0 degree. At omega t is equal to 0, phi R is equal to phi m sin 0, or sin 0 is equal to 0, so it is 0. Second is phi y. Phi y is phi m sin omega t minus 120 degree. So omega t is equal to 0, so it becomes sin minus 120 degree, and sin minus 120 degree is equal to minus of root 3 by 2. Sin minus 120 degree is equal to minus of root 3 by 2. And phi b is equal to phi m sin minus 240 degree. And the value of sin minus 240 is equal to plus root 3 by 2. Net flux in the air gap is equal to phi r plus phi y plus phi b. So it becomes phi r is equal to 0, phi y is equal to minus root 3 by 2 into phi m, and it is plus root 3 by 2 into phi m. Now from phasor, suppose this is phi r, this is phi r, this is phi y, and this is phi b. So phi r is minus root 3 by, phi y is minus root 3 by 2 phi m, minus root 3 by 2 of phi m. Phi b is equal to root 3 by 2 of phi m magnitude. So the resultant of these two flux is phi r minus phi v. So it becomes a magnitude of minus phi y here minus root 3 by 2 of phi m. And resultant of these two flux, this angle is 60 degree. Now from Pythagoras theorem or from resultant vector phi, resultant flux phi is equal to under root phi r square phi y square plus phi b square plus 2 phi y phi b cos of theta. So here we write phi y is root 3 by 2 square, phi b is root 3 by 2 square plus 2 root 3 by 2 into root 3 by 2 into cos of 60 degree, and it becomes phi m. We take phi m is common, so phi m root 3 by 2 root 3 and root 3 is equal to 3 by 2 3 by 4. So phi m becomes, what will be the value of phi m? So directly we can also write the concept of this phi r plus phi m. Directly we can also write phi is equal to root 3 by 2 into root 3 by 2 into phi m and minus root 3 by 2 of phi m. But there is cos 30, so it becomes root 3 by 2 phi m cos 30 degree plus root 3 by 2 phi m cos 30 degree. Because difference between these two, one from main flux it is 30 degree and this is minus 30. So now we can write root 3 by 2 phi m into root 3 by 2 plus root 3 by 2 into phi m into root 3. So we can write 3 by 2 of phi m or 1.5 of phi m. So resultant flux in air gap is 1.5 times of maximum flux in a phase or of a pole. So this is the concept of rotating magnetic flux or field. And this value we can also find with parallelogram method. From parallelogram, flux is total IR that we have found in earlier, that was under root 3 by 2 square plus root 3 by 2 square plus 2 root 3 by 2 square into 460 is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 से 1 by 2 कैंसिल, यहाँ से आएगा हमारे पास phi m root 3 by 2 into root 3. So 3 by 2 of 5. Both method are correct. So here air gap flux is 1.5 times of single pole flux. So thank you for today class.